Double amputee 9-year-old Tony Hudgell is the youngest ever recipient of an award in the New Year's Honours List after raising an astonishing nearly £2 million for charity. Amazing.
Tony is a great friend of this programme. He has conquered peaks, literal peaks, and hiked huge distances, despite the fact he is a double amputee. Next month, he is going to have major surgery. Now, this is due to change his life for the better, but it is a big challenge. And before he has his operation, and to celebrate, of course, his award in the New Year's Honours List, we wanted to see if we could make one of his dreams come true. This is what Tony told us last time he came in to Good Morning Britain, just before Christmas.
How old do I need to be to get a car?
16 with a disability, so...
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, he can learn to drive at 16. I think he's really looking forward to that already.
He's obviously got that on his list.
I really want an expensive car.
That's what you've got your sights
really
set
want.
on.
What's your favourite car?
Lambo.
Wow.
Well, he hasn't had to wait until he's 16 because Charlotte is live in West Sussex with Tony and his mum Paula. And Tony has actually got behind the wheel this weekend.
Morning, Charlotte, and morning, Paula and Tony. How are you all doing?
Good morning. I mean, it is such an exciting morning to be here. I've known Tony for several years now, and it was such a big dream of his, as he told us, to drive a car. And just look where he is now, behind the wheel of a car. Not only that, Tony, but you drove, didn't you, at the weekend? How was it?
It was fun.
It was fun. But you were a little bit worried about it, weren't you, when you first sat down? How did that feel? Because I know you'd been dreaming of it for so long. What did it feel like when you first sat down?
Excited.
Yeah.
But then when it moved, I got a bit scared.
Because I have to say, I've watched the footage of you driving and you shot off like a rocket, so I'm not surprised you got a bit scared. Did it go a bit faster than you thought it was going to?
Yeah, I thought it was not going to be as... I thought it was only going to be about 10.
And do you know how fast you went?
No.
You're not even counting? Did it all go by in a bit of a blur? Yeah. Oh, well, I'm so pleased for you. It must have felt really special to be able to do that, because I know you'd been thinking about it and wanting to do it for a long time, hadn't you? Talk us through how it works today with your controls and what you'll be doing.
So this one here is when I pull that down, it starts to move.
Yeah.
And then this is in park, but when I put it in D or R is reverse, D is drive. And then here we've got the window wipers, indicators. This is how I move.
This is the important one. So this is the one that makes it go faster and slow down. And you've got Neil here to assist, haven't you? So, Neil, how does it work from your point of view?
So I've got a dual control brake here, so I can operate the brake if we're going a little bit too fast. I can operate the brake just to help keep it controlled. And then obviously I can reach the steering wheel from my side as well, just to help assist if it needed. And
I can see. So do you know what you've got to do, Tony? Because you've got something ahead of you, haven't you? You've got to work your way around.
Yeah, these are where I have to turn left and right.
Yeah. It's a bit of a slalom for you, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I'm here with your mum, Paula, so we'll be watching from a safe distance. But do you want to start up and get ready? And I cannot wait to see you go round this course. Are you ready? On your marks, get set, off you go, Tony. Here we are. How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Push forward. What? Push forward. That's it. Into D. That's it. Now your handbrake off. That's it. Now watch where you're going.
Oh, just on that.
And he's off.
There you go. Watch as we're going.
There we go. Oh, Paula, it must be such a proud moment for you to see him driving.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just wonderful, isn't it? That, you know, a 9-year-old, it just shows that there's no barriers to be able to drive, even with, you know, a disability like Tony's.
Oh, and I've known you and Tony for several years now. He's been through so much in his life, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, an awful lot. So, yeah, it's been pretty tough for him. He's got a tough few months coming up as well. So this was a lovely surprise for him on Saturday to be able to do this and then today.
I'm so pleased because he's got a big operation coming up, hasn't he, next month? What difference will that mean to him, though?
Well, hopefully it'll be life-changing.
He's off.
Oh, he's off. My heart's gone. Hopefully it will mean that he'll be able to walk without crutches, and maybe one day his dream of being able to run. So it's going to be a tough year because his leg and his hip's going to be in a frame for that length of time as well. So he's going to be restricted.
Oh, but it's been so lovely for you to be able to see him do this. How was it on Saturday? I know when you first saw him set off, because he did speed off pretty quickly, didn't it? How were you feeling then?
My heart was in my mouth. I mean, I was just like, oh my goodness. But, you know, he took to it so well. He was nervous at first when he first got in the car and he panicked. He was like, oh, I can't do this. But Neil was brilliant. He talked him through it, and he was absolutely fine. Aww. And he didn't want to finish.
I bet he didn't. Was he buzzing afterwards?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, and I know, you know, when we spoke to you before Christmas, he's doing a lot of charity things. He was collecting presents at the time. He's raised nearly £2 million for charity. It's something that both of you are really keen on doing. I know it means a lot to him, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I mean, he just likes to give back, and he knows that there's a lot of children. I've still got my eye on him.
I know, he's going to have a career as a racing driver as we see him come round.
That's what I keep thinking now. Yeah, it's just nice for him to be able to give back as well, and see other children that are less fortunate. And yeah, it really makes a difference to those children.
Good. Well, he's coming round now. He's been made to slow down a little bit as he makes his way round the corner. And he's got this British Empire medal, which you must be very proud as well.
Yeah,
that he's achieved.
Really, really proud. And we think he's the youngest ever as well, so...
I'll move out the way at this point.
A big smile.
Here he comes. Oh, my goodness. Let's come and see you, Tony. Is that all right? Am I safe to approach now? Woohoo! Well done to you. How was that? Good. Oh, can I just say, you looked amazing. Your mum was a little bit worried at one point when you did go rather fast, didn't you?
Bit.
Was it that bit there? You thought, I'm going to put some speed on there. How was it?
Good.
And what about the slalom bit? Because that looked quite tricky, didn't it?
It's actually really easy.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, look, you're almost a professional already, aren't you? Neil, what's the verdict then? How do you think he did?
So, a lot better, big improvement from Saturday. Steering's got a lot better and the controls a lot more smoother. So just a little bit more practice and he'd get the controls quite nicely.
Oh, I love this. What do you think then, Tony? You're going to be driving more soon. Do you think you'd be hoping to drive your mum around soon, maybe?
Yes.
Would that be good?
And Dad.
And Dad. Take your parents out. We look forward to it. Well, listen, we've got another little treat for you. So come back and see us later and find out more. This driving superstar, I think, you know, the sky's the limit for him, isn't it?
Charlotte, thank you very much. That's fantastic. Look, I can imagine there are 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-year-olds all over the country now going, can I go and drive a car? Yeah, what an incredible opportunity.
When he sped off down that back straight,
Good
I thought
for
he was
Neil.
popping into the village for some chips or something. He was
In the passenger seat.
He was off. It's totally brilliant that Good Morning Britain has organised that and made that happen for Tony, because he'll remember that forever. The first time you get to drive a car. Amazing. We'll be back with them shortly because there is another surprise. Tony doesn't know what's coming, but there was a clue earlier in the clip we showed from before Christmas. And if you clocked that at the time, if not,
stay tuned for what happens after 8.
So we can go back now to Charlotte and to Tony Hudgell, who's been having the absolute time of his life behind the wheel of a car for the very first time, aged just 9 years old, speeding off. And Charlotte, one more surprise in store, I know.
There is, indeed. You know what? It's been quite a morning. I've known Tony for several years now, and as the mother of a 9-year-old myself, I have to say, Paula's face when she saw him speeding off. You did so brilliantly, though. How was it?
Good.
How is it getting behind the wheel at the age of 9?
Exciting.
Was it exciting? You looked like you were absolutely loving it, and you wanted to drive. You talked to us before Christmas, didn't you, saying how much you love driving?
Yeah.
What is it about driving you love?
How fast the cars go and stuff.
And there's one car in particular, isn't there, like a dream car that you absolutely love? What's that one that you're thinking that you want to own when you're older? What is it?
A Lamborghini.
A Lamborghini. And you might have just heard something, because what is this coming round the corner? What is that? It's only a Lamborghini. Oh my goodness. How beautiful is that? Have a look at that. That's quite an amazing engine roar, isn't it? Have you seen one up this close before? No. What do you think of now you've seen it? Cool. It's looking pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. Well, one day, hopefully, you'll be able to drive one of these, won't you? Maybe not just that. This one's worth about £350,000, so do you want to go and have a look at it, though? Yeah? Have a little look round, see what you think of it. Look at that. Hi! Look at that.
Got a surprise for you.
Sit in there. Wow. This is pretty special. So this is Tony's favourite ever car. Oh my goodness, and you're up this close. How does that feel? Cool. Pretty cool. Oh, I am so pleased. Tony, you've been such a superstar. It has been absolutely my pleasure to be here with you this morning, to see you drive, and then to see you next to your very favourite car. Do you know what? Just shuffle around a little bit more for me, because there's one thing that you are the best at, isn't there? I know I always say it to you, but you are the very best at giving hugs. So can you give me a nice big hug? You are my favourite. Special boy. Well done.
Absolutely brilliant.
Well done.
Charlotte, let him get behind the wheel.
Yeah,
we know he can drive. Let him get in there. It's only, look, it's bound to be insured.
Yeah.
How bad could it be?
Thanks for your company this morning,
I'm not
Tony.
covering the excess for that one.
No, quite.
The excess could be high.
What a fabulous dream come true for Tony Hudgell this morning. Just 9 years old, double leg amputee. He's a remarkable young man. He's a Pride of Britain award winner, of course.
He's itching to get behind that wheel. Look at him.
He's the youngest recipient of an award in the New Year's honours list
Go on,
as well.
Tony.
So congratulations. It's like part of the prize, it feels like, doesn't it, for him this morning? But of course, as well, there's a very serious issue. He's got important surgery next month, so it's a wonderful way of taking his mind off that. And it's been a moment of joy for us this morning on Good Morning Britain.
When I was 9 years old, I had top trumps, German cars and fast cars, a Lamborghini Countach, best car, and, you know, Tony's favourite car. I think you should be allowed to have a quick drive.
Yeah, it's a bit different having a top trump and actually being right next to it, isn't it?
He's in the Go on, Tony.
I don't know, I'll have to get Jack to talk you through how it all works.
Look,
He's asking what all the levers do and everything.
Come on, get in, he's saying, get in.
That is the money shot. He's going for a drive. Amazing.
So these are for changing gear, because it's a paddle shift car, like a race car.
Brilliant. We'll leave Tony to see his dream coming true. Wonderful. Thank you, Charlotte.